ball down here. See the ball, it's about halfway up. A little pump going. You want it to balloon right on that lip. I've got like 31, 36 psi going in there, so she'll balloon pretty good. You can see that lip just starting to happen there. This is a 50 centimeter, so like a 2 foot concrete drain hole. Doing a complex wash down that side yesterday. We're going to do this side. Truck is on the corner down there. So we'll just give this a second. Pump up. So you always got to, it's getting more and more. You should have done it from the start, but reclaiming wastewater that in these large body corporates and council jobs, you'll find a lot of these body corporates here have a central drain, which is this one here. So that row there, that comes down to, that comes through that drain there, and then that one there comes through that drain there, and then they all run into another pit, the last pit down there. I'll take you down there in a second. I'm just gonna finish this ball. All right, so turn that off. Pop the plug in and pull that out. All right. Because we've got a lot of people around here, we can't leave the drain like that. Because there's not much room for cars to drive through there. But have to grab the waste. It's got a little stainless steel section there. So we'll put that in there, just on that corner. And just put it there, because if a tyre runs over that section like they did yesterday, they don't do any damage, but they try and sneak up the side here. So we can't leave a drain like that. Yeah, it's always a sticky situation. There's another pit down here. But the problem with this pit is, it would have been the one I'd like to use. The stormwater. Oh, it's a cobweb. So the stormwater drain gets bigger than the one down there, and I need to grab another length of vacuum hose to finish off this trailer, because we're slowly going through doing a bit of custom fab at the moment to get it all dialed in. So we've got another toolbox. This is just at the moment for rainy weather. So we've got an inverter from 115 volt to the 240. Because when I bought this, it's all in American voltage. It's not in Australian voltage, which is what it is. So we just got the inverter. So we'll have a toolbox across the front here, which will have all the inverter, the battery, everything mounted in there, ready to go. This generator here, we're mounting up on a platform. We're going to put a shield on the back there because the exhaust is on the back side. So we want it to disperse around. We got the boom dam in there, so we got that fabbed up. So we've got the tote tank, we've got some lockdown bolts, locking that in. And then we've got a nice little cradle here, all made up for the boom dam. And a couple little fittings on there. So this is all powder coated, so it's good. I like that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it works, because pretty much I know it's 240 into a house, but then I don't know what the outlets are. But it's 240 volts is what our systems are. We got all safety breakers on every single line, so I think you can run like 12 plugs off one line, and then you have to produce another feed with another safety plug. So I don't know what it takes to change that over to 240 volt, but I'm just gonna, I got the inverter there, so I'll just whack it in there and be done with it. This thing's pretty cool. It's all digital remote control, so you can just press the start button and it's got hours on it and the voltage and the kilowatts and stuff that it produces and all that. So we'll turn that on a little bit. We'll just, it's almost 8:30, so we'll just get set up, finish everything down here. I just got to turn on the power. So put him down there. Everything, because it looks sunny, but there's got more rain coming in today, so we'll probably get rained out again, but we'll keep working in the rain. So we're doing all the walkways, so the driveways, all the pathways at the front, but we can't have any of that concrete and stuff going down the drains. So that's why we've got the trailer there all set up, decked up. And then truck down this end, because we've got to go down to the trailer, and then we come around the top yesterday. Yeah, just don't, I'm not quite sure. So we come up to that bollard yesterday, that little bollard there. So we'll wash all this concrete out today, and then we'll start washing all the units. This is 18 units. It's a couple of 2 stories and it's a lot of single story ones. So we'll get all them washed out today, get them all done. So yeah, we've got our water line out. I've got to rip all these off. These are 3 years old. These are the bar hose reels. Look how nasty these looking. It's 3 years on the truck, come December. So 2.5 years they've been there, and the salt air, because we're right beside the beach, and just eating them away. So they were cheap and nasty. I've got a whole bunch of aluminium ones ordered, so I'm gonna have 2 12s. Gonna get rid of that one because I'm not using 2 Softwash setups, because I was gonna use a 12 volt and a 24 volt, but I just decided to use a 24 volt. So we're gonna have 2 electric 12s and 2 electric 18s, basically just to hold Softwash hose, and we'll use one of the 12s that run up a backup for the hot water system. And we should have that next month, and then we'll cut all that out and clean up the bottom, and we'll just give them away to a local guy who wants them, and then we'll just put all the new ones in, wire it all up. That motor down there shit itself, so I'm winding it up on another reel, so dealing with the pain but still moving. So you always got to modify and adapt, and what I was trying to do is I got my 8 gallon in the pressure washing shop, and then it was forgotten about, wasn't fixed. And then what we're doing was fixing that and selling that, and then that was going to buy my hose reels. But I just decided to drop the money in the bank account and buy them anyway. So, because I was sick of winding up the water hose by hand, because I have to wind it up by hand because I'm using the other hose reel for the high pressure line. So anyway, just deal with it and move on. Just a small problem, but now I've got the other ones ordered. Yeah, we'll just spend a day, we'll just gut that out, rip that out and done. So we're getting more and more of these body corporates. I've quoted, let's say, close to 15 that need reclaiming this year. So that was the main reason investing. That thing there is $30,000 start to finish. The time I finish building it to the time it's done. But like, the fab work's half done, so once I've done this job, it'll go back to the guy doing the fabrication, and he'll start playing around with other bits and pieces. He does it on his time off, which is fine. And then yeah, we'll get that all done. Then we can get signage on it. We can take some nice photos. We're going to put a whole page on the website about reclaiming water. We'll do some videos and really promote that side of things, that we're the experts, and if the council wants to use us, because the good thing with the tote tank, we can take 1,000 litres on site. Like, I had another trailer that was already done with the reclaim system on it, but it was only a single axle, so it was always a worry taking 1,000 litres into a job site. So we bought this new one, and then we're just getting all new fab work done to handle the weight. So if we went onto a job site, we can reclaim the water through the filter systems and then send it back to the truck. So what my idea is I want to get another pair of these filters, put them on the outside here to pump the water through. So I'm going to suck it out with another 12 volt, pump it through the filters and then back to the truck. So it's like a double filtered system. So we're reusing the water. It's a double filtered. I've got to put a 3-way valve in here, so if we're sucking up out of the drain and we're not filtering and we're just discarding into the back of the property or into a garden, then we just hit the 3-way valve. So I've got to plumb that in here. I'll get a plate mounted here, so we just got a 3-way valve, so we can just dump it from going through there. We just dump it straight out onto another tap fitting and pump it out. Because yeah, all we're doing is just dropping it on the ground there, and this is going into a big garden, so no problems there. So everything down here is right to go. I just got to turn it on. We're just going to drag out the hose up the top here, and away I go, because it's almost 8:30. I don't like to make too much noise before 8:30 in body corporates, just to be a little bit considerate, but it's normally my policy because it's just the way things are. But you find by doing a body corporate around 8:30, a lot of the cars have disappeared out of your way, so you don't have people running over your hose all the time. So it's just a better situation. I work to about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's you still get a fairly long day out of things. But that's it for me. Catch you later. Hopefully that's helped somebody with some ideas and stuff. But put it in the comments if you want to see any other videos, and then I'll get them made up for you, or we'll go live again. So catch you later.